This is a tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Tarot is not fortune telling. I will not tell you anything you don't already know. This is just a tool for your soul's expansion. If you're okay with that, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the video. We'll do overall energy, clarification, and end with an oracle card. So again, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's see what your energy is today. At the bottom of the deck, Aries, you have Magician. This card is about knowing that you have all of the tools that you need to create what it is that you want. So really believing in yourself, no matter what the external circumstance looks like, no matter what other people think of you or say to you, even really no matter how you in this moment possibly think about yourself. Zooming out and being able to see that through all the experiences that you've been through, you have the tools now in your tool belt to create what it is that you want based on your experiences. So this is the master manifester. This is somebody who's grounded in reality, in touch with their intuition. They believe that they can have what they want, and they take inspired action. They align their mind, body, and soul to get what it is that they want. That's what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. You do have the Four of Pentacles, which is about stubbornness or holding on to your resources, conserving energy right now. I feel like you're wanting to create some sort of foundation in your physical reality, whether that's financially, physically, like with your body, or just energy-wise. How you're giving your energy, you're conserving it right now. You're stepping into, or this conservation will lead to a happier, more joyful time where you feel a little bit more carefree or in touch with your inner child. It will also illuminate something for you. Something maybe is in the dark right now, and it will be illuminated once you decide to conserve your energy and create a foundation in the physical world. And then you're gonna see a manifestation unfold, or something will be presented to you. You'll get some sort of like tangible proof that what you've been working towards is worthwhile, or like you will get, you will reach a milestone in the physical. There is something about not giving towards things, people, situations that aren't going to be reciprocal. So with the Six of Pentacles, this is like not giving to things that don't give back to you. Or the Six of Pentacles is like somebody just always giving and people taking from them and wanting the scales to be balanced. Or you could be on the opposite end of that, where you're just asking for things, wanting things, wishing things to happen, not understanding why these people get these things and then you don't. So only you can know what end of the spectrum you're on. You're either the person who's always giving and not receiving from others, and it's draining, or you could be on the receiving end and always wanting handouts and help and not wanting to put in the work, and being like victimized by your life, and wondering why other people get handouts or why other people get these things that seem like they're lucky to get and you don't. Only you can know what spectrum of that you're on. But there is something about leaving tumultuous waters and moving into more peaceful, calm time, using your thoughts and your communication, your ideas. But you can bring the past with you, past internal dialogue, ways of communicating, perspectives of life with you into the future, so be wary of that. We're gonna go ahead and dig a little deeper into these cards to get a better picture for you. You know, if you look at these cards from like a zoomed out storyline, it would be like, I'm conserving my energy to remain happy because I want certain things in life, and I've given to situations that weren't reciprocal in the past, and I'm ready to leave that behind me and move forward because I know that I can create the life that I want. Once you move forward and you change maybe like some stubborn energy, because the opposite, like not the opposite, but on the other end of the spectrum for the Four of Pentacles, it's like stubbornness, holding on to things that you don't need to. Maybe there's something that you need to let go of in order to move forward and be happy and get some signs that you're on the right path. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor card. This is all about discipline. This is about structure, rules and power, authority, discipline, practicality, focus. The Emperor card, when I see it as a tarot reader, reminds me of being accountable for your actions, taking responsibility for where you're at in life, how you got there, not being a victim to life, not just being, a particle floating through space. It's like you're here for a purpose, you're here for a reason, and you are where you are because of your choices. It's not like life happened to you and you just have all of these things happening to you. It's like you've made choices throughout your life that have brought you to where you're at now. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It doesn't mean that you made good or bad choices. It just is what it is. And you need to be able to take responsibility for your life. The Emperor card for me also is about discipline in daily routines and how that equates to freedom in the long run. The Four of Pentacles is backed by the Tower card. I do think that maybe you conserve your energy because you've been going through something chaotic, or you think that if you don't hold on to control, that chaos will ensue. Also, you could be going through a time of chaos right now, and so you're wanting to control what you can. But I think that maybe your perception of what you should be controlling is construed, and I think that maybe you need to focus on what you can control, meaning yourself, your actions, your energy, your priorities, basically. So what are your routines? What are you spending money on? How are you communicating to people? What are you holding on to energetically, spiritually? Like, are you holding on to toxic belief systems? Are you holding on to anger? Are you holding on to resentment? Are you holding on to lack mentality? Are you holding on to beliefs that you won't have enough, and so you need to conserve and you need to hold on to these things? That leads to more uncertainty and more lack because you're expecting it. So I'm not saying that is what you are emanating, but that is something to watch out for because it might be something that you fall into. And tower moments only happen when we have an unstable foundation to begin with. So looking at your foundation, I do think that you're trying to rebuild your foundation here in the physical. The Sun card is backed by the Seven of Wands, which is a card about maintaining control. I think that once you can take control of your own actions, your own energy, your own belief systems, you will feel better and things will be illuminated for you. You might be in the dark about something or confused about something. You're waiting for an answer. You're just wanting clarity about a situation, and I think the Sun is coming. I think you will get clarity about something, but it's going to take you rising to the occasion. It's going to take you up leveling in your belief systems. It's going to take you aligning your actions with your belief systems and not being so defensive. There's a defensive energy to the Seven of Wands where you feel like you need to defend your actions and belief systems to others, or what they say offends you because you are just in this defensive mode of needing to maintain control. And so I would say release some of that. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to be defensive towards others. That's an internal thing and it leads to conflict. So I would say focus on the things that make you happy right now. How can you make yourself happy? The Ace of Pentacles is backed by the Hierophant, which is about institutions, society and its rules, social approval, conformity. It's also about spiritual wisdom. I think that whatever it is that's going to manifest into your life after you've gained this clarity and have released some control or some of that stubbornness, and you've rebuilt a foundation through your actions, something's going to come into your life, and it's going to be backed by spiritual wisdom. So it's like, once you align with the answers that you have within, they will present themselves to you, is basically what I'm trying to say. You are searching for answers, the answers are within. And once you align with that, you'll get proof of that. You'll get proof that you're on the right track. The Six of Pentacles is backed by the Death card. I do think that you're dying to an old version of yourself where you were always the person giving, or maybe always the person receiving. You're trying to change that. You want balance. And I do think that balance is going to be restored, but in it being restored, there's some things that are going to fall away and die away. And you need to be okay with that, because this is just a transition. This is just, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The Death card is Scorpio card. It is the card of transformation. You can't have death without rebirth. So even if there's some sort of painful, uncomfortable ending, something new is coming of it. I know it's hard to sometimes see the bigger picture when we're going through something like this, or it's like a transformative time, but you will only be stronger for it, and you'll come out on the other side with more wisdom and more balance and more reciprocity. I feel like the time of just giving or just taking is ending, and you will have more reciprocity moving forward. The Six of Swords is backed by the King of Pentacles, which is about discipline, abundance, prosperity, and generosity. Again, the Six of Swords is you trying to think your way into a new, more peaceful time, but it's also about carrying baggage. They could get to where they're trying to go much faster if they took all of the swords out of the boat, but they're holding on to them for some reason. And so that's like holding on to the baggage. The baggage is still there. I think that once you release that, you will see proof that you're more capable. You don't need to hold on to these negative perceptions of life, or maybe you're used to experiencing a certain level of chaos or negativity, and that is like a baseline, and you want to leave that, but you're having a hard time leaving behind those perceptions because you've carried them for so long. But I think that lack, reciprocity, balance, structure, believing that you can have what you want, and taking the actions to get there, letting things die away that need to die away, knowing that you have the answers within, knowing that you don't need to be defensive towards others or life in general. You need to trust yourself and the universe. You need to trust this tower process, this death process. It is for your spiritual growth, and it's going to help you take control of your life. It's going to help you take responsibility for your life and for your actions. Let's go ahead and end your reading with an oracle card. Make sure that you check your other placements for a more clear picture. You have number 9, abundance. I'm going to go ahead and read this to end your reading, Aries. To survive, bowhead whale must be in flow with the currents of the ocean, where its main source of food lives. When a team is migrating through the Arctic waters, the lead bowhead will often break through the ice to create a hole that the following whales will use to breathe. Bowhead whale comes to ask you to be in harmony with the flow. The flow is the path of least resistance. It is allowing that which is bigger than yourself to guide you. This card reveals that something greater is clearing the way for a time of relief. You are in alignment with the flow where abundance follows. This abundance is revealed to you as your true self. You are being asked to release your negative thinking and worry. Rest assured that whatever is currently bringing discord or angst will soon dissipate. Let go. Holding on to worry is resisting the state of flow. When we trust life and surrender, we work in flow. When we work in flow, we channel, which means to allow the universe to self-express through us. In these magical moments of inspiration, we allow the universe to actualize using us as the vehicle. This is bliss as we transcend the superego and are one with the ultimate oneness. This is where we realize our true self. This is ultimate abundance. Bowhead Whale's medicine suggests prayer as a gateway to channeling. Ask the universe what you can do for it, not what it can do for you. What comes next is better than what you could wish for. I hope that you guys like this reading. If it resonated, let me know how in the comments below. If you would like a personal, they're available on my Etsy. And yeah, I'll be posting videos every week. So go ahead and check back on the channel later next week for more updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.